Hey YouTube, back in React Pack, and I'm Blake.
I'm Rose.
And I'm Nikki.
And this is My Hero Academia episode 3. Last time, we got a lot of backstory with Endeavor, right?
Yeah.
What's
and,
that? Oh, yeah.
And we also saw a bit of Hawks becoming a double agent for the good side towards the League of Villains.
Yeah.
And in this case, I put parentheses are on good side. They seem to be some really cold CIA-esque,
Yeah.
super into it people.
Yeah.
Holding his family for some kind of ransom. Not sure what that is.
Kind of.
But yeah. Yeah, so what do you think we're going to see in this episode?
I don't know. I saw the title, so I know it
What
has
was the
something to
title?
do with the classes.
It's going to be a class episode.
Yeah.
Which, yes, we're due for an episode with just a class, because after episode 1, it was just backstory. Episode 2, we finally got flashbacks. Now we're going to, seems like we're going to get into it and see what this show is going to be about.
This
So
season, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, and let's get into it, and afterwards we'll have a nice discussion. So guys, if you like this video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Catch you after.
そしてお師匠、私の先代から面影の存在を教わった。
Shades.
君に成り立ちを伝えられるのもいたからこそさ。そうは思えなかったです。初代と話私は経験しなかったし、お師匠にもそう教えられた。私の知る限りじゃ、君だけに起きた現象だ。
You're
そ
special.
れは夢じゃない。面影だ。なんだよ。オールマイト。オールマイト。
Oh my gosh! Every time.
暴発して目が覚めた。
より複雑化した個性はやがて誰にもコントロールできな
There
く
is
な
a
ってしまう
fully
のでは
red
ない
hair
か
boy.
Yeah, someone was talking about that. We could actually see that.
Yeah.
時点ではわからない。この時代、君によるものなのか、外的要因によるものなのか。おう、お二人さん、相変わらず仲のよろしいことで。おい、沢君、違うんだ。これは彼から強引に。
Of course.
浮気現場みたいなノリやめてください。緑谷、早めにアップ済ませてよ。今日は
They're so
忙しい。
angry.
一緒に頑張ろうぜ。
They look like the same
Yeah.
person.
君を希望してる。普通か C 組。真相等しくんだ。
Normal, of course.
俺は立派なヒーローになって。
Hear that, guys? We made a new friend.
I like how everybody's just used to people hating them and being
Yeah.
friends with them anyway. It's like, we have a Bakugo. This guy's fine. Oh. Ooh. Wait. Oh, that's... I thought it was like Dark Shadow counted as one, but
Oh.
Invisible Girl was there.
I literally just want to see what Manga's power is.
Manga guy. Manga man.
Got that guy's team.
ワン・フォー・オールの面影は気になるままだけど今は力をつけた真相がどう来るのか楽しみだ
That's actually...
Where did you pull that up? She was so serious. Where did you pull that up from?
女の子に戦うのは気にしながら
Get used to it, bro.
Oh no. 2 down? Oh, he just hit him. I thought he was grabbing them.
顔出しの作戦に捕捉されるのは追い込み済みです
Bigfoot.
下崎氏を最も警戒するであろうことも彼女をおとりに私は灰より
Thanks for explaining it. I appreciate it.
させれば雷氏を突然長となる可能性が高いそれゆえ愚直に攻め入る私が
Write that down, write that down.
Yeah, right.
Beast.
個性この方面はできないだろう雷電気
Ooh.
手を伸ばした新技エアプリズム
What?
Oh, what?
そうじゃないと今日だぜよっしゃ蹴散らせしな任されました
He took his voice.
Oh, that's cool. That's what I was thinking would be a good way to do it.
That is brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not one of the most dangerous people there is.
洗脳された。あいつ、俺の声で喋りやがった。
あのマスク。
もう一つの生態、ペルソナコード。
That is nuts.
I was thinking that would be like a great loophole, because then you could make like the enemy think that they're talking to a friendly
Yeah.
guy, and they'd have to answer.
Discussion.
Discussion.
Yeah, so just a quick rundown on his powers. So Shinzo's powers. So Shinzo's power is if you speak to him, or rather, if he speaks to you and you respond in any way, he brainwashes you. You're under his control for, I think, an indeterminate amount of time, maybe 5 minutes or so.
Unless you break a limb like Midoriya.
Midoriya, I don't
He's
even
a
know.
special case. We don't know what happened.
He broke his...
I know that he broke his finger, but I don't even know if it was necessarily that. It may have been like his inner power, them reaching towards him gave him the power to break his finger. So like they gave him the power so that he could move his fingers, and in him moving his fingers, that's all he needed to break his fingers. So I don't think that's necessarily something he can usually
Wait,
do.
so he saw the vision before he broke his fingers?
Yes.
Yeah, while he
I
was
forgot that
brainwashed,
part.
He was walking and he saw
towards-
them.
Right.
And then the power surged, and then he got the power and broke it.
Okay.
in like season 2.
But yeah, Shinzo's got a new mask that allows him to steal your voice, basically.
Yeah.
So what happened there is he heard the guy say air prison and all that stuff, and then he twerked his little handle there and it moved it, and then he said, "All right, beast, let's get them," or something like that. And he said, "Yeah," and then he shut him down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I totally did not understand what happened there. I was like, well, how did he do that?
Yeah.
But that's crazy.
That's awesome. That's exactly what I was
That's
thinking.
a game changer.
Yeah. Because, like, as long as they don't know who they're responding to, they would at some point have to make a situation where they have to respond.
He just became one of the most dangerous heroes.
Yeah.
Because legitimately, I was thinking, I feel bad for you, but your power is not, it's a one-trick pony. You get one fight where you get to decide instantly that you win. And then after that, every time they meet you, they know how to beat you. Because you don't have any physical abilities. But now that they've given him this ability, he can shut down anybody.
Yeah.
So is there now is good to know, is there a limit to how many people he can brainwash at once?
Well, we saw him in the Hero Festival, had like 2 people carrying him. So we know he can do multiple at once.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Because he made, I think it was actually 4 people, and they were lifting him up on their shoulders.
Was that the horse joust thing? Yeah.
No, not the joust. Remember the one where Deku used the thing and the shield and slammed the ground, and exploded and rode the mind wave to win the race because they were racing in the Sports Festival. At that, he had at the very beginning, he had people hold him up on their shoulders and run because he didn't want to run.
I don't remember that part, but I believe you.
That's alright. I actually mistook him at first for the zombie apocalypse guy, but yeah.
Yeah.
You have everything written down?
The singularity theory.
Yeah, that's what was on my mind.
It's an interesting theory that like all of the quirks will culminate into one like destructive quirk that'll just end the world.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it even has to get to that point. It's just a matter of time before someone's quirk individually would be enough to kill everybody else on the planet.
Yeah.
Because just look at the difference between Endeavor was an exceptional, powerful person, and then his kid is able to make like a skyscraper tall iceberg with one attack. I remember how everyone was like when they saw it at the tournament.
Yeah.
That is not normal.
No.
Yeah.
And on top of that, like if he has a kid, is his kid gonna have both of his quirks plus his wife's quirk?
I imagine so. Or it runs the gauntlet, right? Because Endeavor had a couple kids who had one. And maybe some of them only had sputters.
So coming back to Midoriya, is it? I think the originator of One for All was saying, because of the singularity thing going on, he is super strong, or has the potential to be super strong or super powerful with you know the One for All in him. So he's able to talk to him directly.
But he said we've passed the singularity.
Oh, I don't know.
I think multiple interpretations. It could be a red herring that they're misinterpreting it too. But I think that what it could mean by that is we're past the singularity point, as in someone has already been born with the power to end the planet.
Okay.
So be careful. Like he's saying, be careful because what's out there is already big enough to be like a nuke or something. I mean, look at Eri. The girl can rewind time. Time.
Yeah.
All Might, All for One, is the craziest power. He can punch and change the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's probably more. The Magneto guy with the amplification in the OVA. Remember, they put on the little thing that amplified your powers, and then the guy with the metal powers like made himself into a massive tower, and just fighting them.
Oh.
That was-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So amplification technologies out there. So all of that.
It's just getting more and more volatile, the situation, basically. How do you think, what is it, All for One, that guy, how do you think this is gonna go? Because I genuinely, like, he's not gonna stay in there.
Yeah, he obviously
And he
has some
has-
sort of plan.
Tartarus.
He already has a lot of powers in store, I would assume.
They know he's got powers. They don't have any idea of how to take away powers. In fact, I think he'd be terrified to learn that one guy, the kid, figured out how to take away powers with that injection thing.
Yeah.
That's like his worst nightmare. Unless he somehow has a quirk that nullifies that.
Right.
Because they remember the system they have him hooked up to isn't that he doesn't have powers. It's that if he turns anything on, every gun in this room shoots at him and will kill him, and he's already restrained. And it's hooked to like his heartbeat. So multiple different activations it's watching for.
Also, there is two people that we don't know in the
Yes.
shades or the vestiges, whichever one they were.
Yeah, I would love to speculate on that, but
Yeah.
we have nothing.
Yeah, so one thing that came to my mind is no, but we know for sure that yeah. I was gonna say All Might's predecessor maybe didn't actually die, but she did because we saw her. But we didn't. So somebody else is not dead. I think
But there are two people there.
that's what I'm saying. Somebody else is not dead. All Might's not dead, and somebody else. Or the shading doesn't mean
I thought the gold one was All Might.
It is.
The gold one is All Might.
no.
Yeah. He said you looked weird because he said I think maybe because you're relatively new. He was talking about him.
I thought he was saying he saw two people in shades. One was you, and that's what I thought. I might be wrong.
I mean, I could just put it up and redo the scene so people can take it as they want. It could be maybe a part of it is All for One, because All for One is the one who gave him the power.
Oh, so maybe he's
So
a
maybe
part of the
he's
vestiges.
like because he's alive, he's only a shade in there, but he's never really contributed. So maybe his outline's there or something. And then maybe one day, if All for One dies, he would be inside of him, and he has to tangle with that. Or at least a shade, an echo of what his will was, which would be
Right.
very evil.
Right.
I cautiously want to see All for One's backstory.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the show would ever go that route of exploring why he's like that, or maybe he has a point. But I honestly
But
think
they-
he might just be evil for evil's sake.
They did that with Stain. Was it Stain?
Yeah, Stain. Yeah,
He's more of like a complicated
But they
person
but-
rather than just.
But that's what I'm saying. Was doing bad things, so he's evil. But they explained why he was doing those things to kind of
Yeah.
give him more personhood.
yeah. I guess more what I was saying is I'm saying that it's like the two totems of All for One for All Might is good, and All for One is evil.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who are in between that are caught between this tug war between these two demigods, and so that's why I'm saying like I feel like All for One may be just an evil person.
Oh, okay.
But so
According
that's
to
why,
the show.
yeah. So if we do see his backstory, it may just be he was just always a weird evil guy.
Yeah.
Even Overhaul, they hinted that he may have had some kind of messed up backstory that made him into how he is. Because remember they saw him with the blood splatter on him.
Yeah.
I don't remember all the teams.
Yeah, no.
I gave up immediately.
The only thing I was looking for was Shinzo is gonna end up fighting Midoriya because of I barely glanced the intro music and I saw just where you said it's like, oh, who's that? And then he shows up in the show and I was like, oh, okay.
I'm wondering if they're going to do brackets. It doesn't seem like it. It just seems like they're doing team against team and whichever one is.
No, I don't think it's brackets. But I'm wondering what are the standards, the stipulations for Shinzo to end up in hero class? Does he just have to win one? Does he have to win both?
He's getting it.
Yeah, most
He's-
likely.
he's
But I just
too-
wonder what the stipulations are.
I imagine they know that. I mean, they have the grading system, of course. So I imagine he probably passed that to get to this point. I think this is literally just saying, can he hang with the big kids? And if he can, we can put him in one. I doubt they'd put him in class A.
That's what I was wondering too.
Because Midoriya is probably going to win. Probably. With his team fight. I would be pleasantly surprised if Shinzo sweeps both of them.
Yeah. Maybe if they do that, it'll just be to show how strong he is. But I personally think the show would be more interesting if he didn't win both. Because,
if he didn't?
Yeah, because it would be just like, oh yeah, he's super strong. I mean, already we're seeing at the end of this, wow, that's kind of OP. But if they show that he still has something to learn, I think that would be more interesting. And then they could bring him back later and show how much he's improved.
I'm kind of on the opposite. Because, because I feel like the show has kind of trained us to Midoriya almost always wins. And so hearing anybody going up against Midoriya, I my expectation is Midoriya is going to somehow, it's going to be close, but he's going to beat this kid. And so for me, if he actually beats them both, that would be a huge upset. Because I expect Midoriya to win, you know?
Midoriya only has one fight.
With Shinzo. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he only fights one. Shinzo fights twice. But the reason I think, I kind of feel like Midoriya is more underdog in the way the show has taken him so far. He's growing still. I don't feel like they make him win everything. I feel like he has lost some.
I think that.
I think
he has lost to Kachan.
It's not. Well, yeah, he lost to Kachan.
He also lost the tournament.
It's more that they don't. More that he doesn't win rather than he doesn't lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like in the tournament. How did he get beaten in the tournament?
They were.
It was against Todoroki.
Todoroki and him blasted. He got blasted out of the ring and passed out, but Todoroki caught himself at the edge of the ring.
Yeah, but it was like a moral victory because he got Todoroki to come out of his shell.
Yeah,
and the whole fight he was trying to get.
That was all he wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he doesn't always win, but I always got the feeling that he won because I always felt like
a victory somehow.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess it wouldn't be crazy, but
and also. Midoriya, they have been making it so that he has not been the shining star. So I do understand that they might make Shinzo win just for that because they still want to show him as this needing to shine. He's not done yet. So they might do it in that way. But I mean, he doesn't have to lose to Midoriya, but I think it would be more interesting if he lost to Midoriya.
And considering last time, he may have beaten Shinzo, but he dominated him the whole match. So it would be interesting to see the direction. If whoever wins, to see how it happens.
Yeah.
So, Midoriya beat him last time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
because
I
the
don't
thing
remember
is,
what happened.
Shinzo doesn't have any physical abilities.
Oh, he was just able to brainwash.
Yeah, so once he broke his spell, he just walked up to him. He picked him up.
He punched. Oh, yeah, he just pushed him, didn't he?
He pushed him out of the ring. Which, in my opinion, is one of the most embarrassing ways to
take
lose.
the town and push it somewhere else.
Yeah, because you're out there to. The whole point of the sports festival is to show off to the crowds.
Yeah.
And this kid breaks his finger and pushes him out.
Yeah.
But
okay, so I guess a real fight between them would be more interesting.
Yeah. And he has Aizawa's rappy thingies.
Oh, yeah.
How he's going to use
You think
those.
Aizawa's been training him or something?
Maybe. That would be interesting because Aizawa doesn't have any physical abilities either. His raps are just what the raps do.
And they're both very similar. They shut off the opponent.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. It would be crazy if he was like, no, yeah, he's my princess. He even came to the class with Aizawa.
Yeah, not the class. They were leaving the instructor's...
Oh, yeah, so he probably was talking to him about the transfer there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I've got. But, let's make it interesting. Who do you think's going to win? Yeah. I think Shinzo... What do you think?
I'll take the opposite of whatever you choose.
That's what I was going to do. Because realistically, who would lose? I think Shinzo's going to lose. I do.
Yeah. But
really?
the thing is,
But I want him to
Shinzo's
win.
team.
I was going to say...
But we have to think of the team, though. Shinzo's team. Is the team going to win or the team going to lose?
I don't remember who's on this team.
Electric Boy,
Of course you
Froggy,
remember.
Is it the same team?
on
course she
Shinzo's team.
Yeah, for this fight, but then he's going to fight against Midoriya.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Midoriya, brain. I think Uraraka.
Sorry, just clarification. This fight, Midoriya's on this team?
Not this fight,
No.
no.
Okay, but remember he swapped sides.
Midoriya?
Yeah, no.
Shinzo's
Shinzo is on,
He's on both
Class
sides.
A's team on this one, so he's obviously not going to
Okay.
fight Midoriya. So the next fight
Okay.
will be against Midoriya.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who's on Midoriya's team?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay.
Does that matter? No, I was gonna say it doesn't matter because who cares which team wins? The real juice of it is between Midoriya and.
Okay.
But the thing is, because they're not going head to head on their own.
You mean it'll matter?
It's gonna because like
I don't know.
In the like
the show is absolutely gonna make it come down to him versus them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So even if they do fight the others, it's still gonna be head to head.
Yeah. So then we're back to square one. Who's gonna win?
All right. So you think Shinzo will lose, but you want him to win.
Yeah. So
I think Midoriya will win. No, I think Shinzo will win, but I want Midoriya to win. So I'm the opposite. So I will bet that Midoriya wins, and you can bet Shinzo wins.
Yeah, I'm betting Shinzo wins.
Okay.
But I think he's gonna lose.
You guys have to write it down. Write it down.
That's a cop out. He's like, I think he's gonna lose, but I want him to win. Okay, fine.
Shinzo. Wait, what did I bet?
You bet Shinzo wins.
Shinzo.
I'm betting Midoriya wins.
All right.
But he might lose.
That's right. Circle it so you guys don't lose the page.
No, I always open for the last page. Oh,
but it's gonna be a week.
It's gonna be
All right. Is that it?
Yeah. That was an interesting discussion and a bet.
All right. So I feel like there wasn't a whole lot there for this episode, but we made it work, guys.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. If you guys liked the video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. We'll get this out as quick as we can on the Saturdays. Check our banner on our homepage if you want to see the full schedule of everything that we watch to. So thank you guys for being here. We'll catch you guys on the next one at the React Pact. Bye-bye.
Bye.